Hi, my name is Steven Ettinger. A lot of people call me Disregard Fiat on Steam. I'm gonna try to get rid of this. All right, so I'm one of the two people behind dlux.io. We are dlux-io on Steam. We've recently announced an ICO. You can participate in it with a Steam delegation. You can send our account Steam. Um, But this is what Deluxe is, or at least one aspect of it. This is a virtual reality front end for Steam. These are what would otherwise be blog posts, and these are, for instance, new posts. Here we go. So somebody who's very interested in Deluxe posted one of these. It says blank, deleted, some new failure. He doesn't know yet what he put up there. So it's gonna ask me to use my microphone, and while it looks like a blank room, it pretty much is. There's a lot going on here. If you look down, you can see that this is made 33 cents. Uh, his information that you just saw on the blockchain is already in here, deleted. It knows who I am, which means I can also vote in here. Unfortunately there's no light. The light is positioned wrong. So let's see if I can see it. There it is. There's a little vote button. Um, you can get to different things like this. Let's see if I'm actually logged in. I might not be logged in. Nope, I'm logged in. So I just voted on, of course I'm logged in. It says disregard fee out there. So I'm logged in. I pushed the vote button. It came back with my vote of like 7 cents. So this is cool, right? You're inside of a blog post. You can see around. You can put something else in here, of course, but it's not just this. So I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna duplicate this tab. You're probably gonna hear what sounds like absolute garbage because my laptop microphone will be what's on here. So after, woo, that's me over there. So unfortunately, you could see that two people or more, several people can come into the same post and talk about whatever was put here. So in this case, it's just a background with some pyramids or whatever, but anything can go here. This is built on A-Frame, which is this. They have a blog where you can see what you can do with WebVR. Inputs, AR is possible. We can blend anything with anything at this point. Um, we can do online shopping, chat rooms like we just discussed here. And I think that's what I'm going to do is just show you how you can make a post on Deluxe and utilize this framework to engage in, say, like e-commerce. Coming back here, well, let's go back to the how you could participate here. So this is the home page. I'm logged in. We're going to go to this ICO portal. All right. So this is just another thing where now you can press this to vote. I'm logged in, so you can see how much I've donated. I donated 1 Steam back to test this calculator, and because $278 have been donated, I'm currently looking at claiming this amount of the ICO auction block. Of course, this is all terribly labeled and whatnot, but each one of these represents how you can adjust your Steam balance with whatever you're logged in as, down or up 10%, 1%, 0.1%. So it should be relatively easy to say donate 50% of what you have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you just push the button. It generates a hot signing link. These applications as posted shouldn't ever have access to anything but your name. But with your name, of course, you can pull up account history, get pretty much anything you want to do with what you have. I don't actually want to send any more Steam to the ICO, but you can see if you're logged in how easy it is to donate. Everything's tracked on the blockchain, so when our SMT comes out, we'll just manually allocate per the donation block and how much you've donated to get the ICO in March. So the project is open source. We're a true D app, but we're trying, let's say, anybody can do this. Anybody can make a game, build a store, sell something. And I'm going to show you why it's so powerful, because there isn't a centralized database that stores any of our information. When you log into our website, and you can verify here exactly how our website works, um, again, we just see who's logged in. You have your access token in a cookie. Um, I mean, there's ways to utilize that, but our token's secret, so even if they got it, they'd have to compromise at least our token as well. So it's hard to say that our site's not secure in what it is. Um, when these pages load, they load inside of like a little wrapper. So they have API that asks to do certain things like vote, but they never actually have access to your keys. So one of our blockchain friends, what's up here, is currently doing yeah, like a meme contest. So we're trying to get Coinbase on Steam, because we see that Steam is one of the, well, probably the most powerful blockchain out there. Uh, and I'm gonna make a little virtual reality thing. So back here on our open source program, we also have a wiki so that you can make some things here for the project. So, we'll just say getting started. Now, we have a few different links here. Uh, if you don't have Steam, you kind of need Steam. This is where we're posting. The accounts are free. Hopefully, when we get more delegation and whatnot, we'll be able to do our own account sign up, account creation process here. And we're going to mix the VR boilerplate. So all we do is hit this, and suddenly I'm in this auto-generated instance, which is a copy of my software. It generates its own server instance so that the VR chat room isn't talking to dlux at this point. It's just talking to itself. We're in a testing environment for this, which is post. When you do land here, you'll land on the README, and if you run through this, you'll see how you can set up this IDE, which is mostly just you want to wrap text and you don't want to refresh the app on changes. Because when you push show live, it's going to open a new tab, and this will be the app as it is. If somebody else were to go to petecrest.glitch.me, then they would be in here with the chat room. You have this menu with some dummy data that will get changed a little bit later. So you can test this from your mobile device, your iPhone, your Samsung, your computer, your HTC Vive, whatever it is that you want to build your experience for, you can test it right here. You don't have to do anything but have a free account at this point. So from in here, there's a little menu.html. So I typed build.html at the end of this instance. Now I'm back in the editor side by side with my virtual reality scene. Now I'm going to do some funny work, which is Control Alt I, loads an inspector. Some computers this might be Control Shift Alt I, but you'll see here that you have an environment component. In this case, the entire forest is an environment, just a simple one-line code that for one of the posts that you just saw, the pyramids in the background, you change the word forest to Osiris, and you're in a different landscape. Of course, all you have to do is delete this component and place anything else in here. Anything that you like. As soon as you delete this environment component, it's kind of like the construct in the Matrix. You're just in a big white space. And anything you want, you can load into this white space. You have libraries of 3D assets, anything that's like a Collada, OBJ, GLTF, you can put in here, animate, script, interact with, share, control of, network interactions, blockchain interactions, all possible here. So this is just going to be a super simple post where we're going to say, I want to get something on Coinbase, and then demonstrate why. All right, so just going to come down here. We have some assets and whatnot. Let's see. Here's our environment, the forest. See here, we're going to change this forest environment to something else. Something else. So come over here, you'll see that this is the forest. Default contact. Egypt, checkerboard, Goland. Gold mine. All right, this looks a little interesting to me. Let's put ourselves in a gold mine. Steam is a gold mine. All right, so back over here, all I'm going to do is change forest to gold mine. And then I'm going to push refresh app. All right, so now I'm in a gold mine. I still have my blockchain data. Now let's put something else in here. Let's get some text. So A-frame is an open source library, so there's all kinds of cool stuff for it. A-frame text geometry. All right, so here's an npm module, A-frame text geometry component. Here's how to use it in the browser. So A-frame, and now I just need, here we go, text geometry. Come back over here. So this post is a self-contained VR application. Anything that needs to be made in the scene has to go inside this script, because this script is what's going to be put on IPFS in reference to. Most of the functions in here are talking about how to load or offload blockchain data. So some of these haven't been done, but you'll have like vote button, follow, for instance. But yes, for the most part, these are just window messages so that these applications don't have carte blanche access to your Steam wallet when you're logged into dlux. So it can ask to vote and follow and stuff like that. So I threw in that text geometry component up there. Now inside the ascene A assets, I need this. So we already have assets. And we're going to come back over here. Here's some assets. So inside the same tag, is my asset item. Optimal bold font. That is a terribly long name. Optimal bold font. All right. Come back over here. Easy enough. So we'll grab this. Come back over here. Let's just go to the end. So here's the last thing in ascene. This is going to just be here. So, hey, what's up? That's actually who's going up. What's up? All right, and now let's just put this in front of the camera. So the X value, how high we want it to be, about eye level, sure, and in front of the camera, so maybe like 2 meters away. See what this gives us. At what's up? So you can see it has a little bit of depth to it. It's not put on anything. These are made. All right, so that's how you would say what's up. Now this doesn't look like it's actually using the font that was specified. So here's how we would do that. So there's what's up. OBF. All right. So now let's see what our font looks like. Oh, now it's a little bit thicker. All right, so let's do this. Steam. All right, so now it says Steam belongs on Coinbase. If I want, I can go back into my really cool inspector. I have my super sweet text component here, and I can just drag this around, maybe throw it off in the distance. Back to scene. Ooh, Steam belongs on Coinbase. Well, that's cool. I agree. Now, that's not going to save yet. Now, there's ways, of course, to make this save, but, we'll get there. So, the position now, as you can see right here, is minus 3.16, 3.54, and minus 5.30. There we go. Steam belongs on Coinbase. So, one more thing that I'm going to do here. Let's see if I got it. I do not. I'm going to make a by component. This also needs this. So this will just send Steam to the host. But in this case, I'm going to change that to here we go. Alright, so Steam belongs on Coinbase. Now if somebody clicks this, they'll be prompted to purchase 5 Steam worth of the ICO. Now I just do this. Download, post, upload. Save. Hit this IPF assets button. Let's transport the last post. I'm going to copy this hash and come back to dlux.io. I'm just going to throw that in there. The image hash, blog hash, we can talk about that. But all right. So now that little experience should show up over here. Now it knows where it's at. Simple VR, view into VR. Knows who's logged in. I can vote. And the added bonus, commerce. All right. Thanks for listening, and we'll see how this works.